Hi Pisces, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your weekly intuitive reading. My name is Chandler Christine, and this is my channel, Chandler The Light. This will work for you if it's Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in the sign of Pisces. And of course, if you're a cross-watcher, please feel free to switch up or reverse the roles if necessary. Let's see, I'm not currently offering personal readings. However, I am offering extendeds if you'd like to follow me over there. The link is in the description box below if you find you resonate with this reading. But of course, this reading is general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. All right. Typically, I get pretty specific toward the end, actually. All right, let's see what's going on for Pisces. That one's coming right out for you guys. Emergence. Beautiful. Okay, so we have 25 being that of a 7, which is a number of movement, okay, and also divine perfection. I think a lot of people forget that. They forget, oh, well, 7s are everywhere. No, they're not. You don't find a number 7 in nature. It is not a natural number because it represents perfection. Nothing in nature is quote-unquote perfect, right? Just a slight tangent. So 7 is a divine number. It's something that is most represented, in heavenly contexts. So emergence could be that of a soul nature, spiritual nature, or that of just a very divine right that you have, right? An authentic right that you have that is inherently unique, okay? The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Guys, I'm feeling like you have just this beautiful energy surrounding you that I feel kind of, that wonderment word. It really did feel kind of, I'm hearing ecstatic, just something that is almost, I don't know, it's almost a different energy than I've been feeling for you guys recently. Yeah, I can't even come up with the words. It feels fantastical. It feels dreamy. Maybe you're having some really big realizations. Miracle, romantic love, allowance, Gaia, geez, Pisces. We're not going to take all those, but I'm going to take a mental note of them for sure. I'm getting called to use my Faerie Oracle, which is a really beautiful oracle deck that is based upon the fairy realm and is lighthearted and beautiful and cute and colorful. This deck it actually gets really deep, like really deep. So I think some of you are ready to deep dive, to maybe emerge feeling much more yourself. I do have some notes that we can go over while we pull cards. So we just experienced a Leo new moon, which I've been telling my other signs that I've recorded so far about. It's in 8 degrees Leo, okay, and it's a sort of a new energetic cycle, okay, for us all. And what it represents is, much less a finding a direction as much as it is pursuing the path that you've been contemplating for a while now. It could be a 2-year cycle that you're rounding up, okay? And so now is the time to emerge, break through those barriers or those self-imposing limitations. We are still in eclipse energy, and so the eclipse energy is centered around Cancer and Capricorn, and that is going to be persuading us in the direction of authority versus agency, comfort zones versus destiny, and upbringing versus evolved self, okay? Mother and father energy, okay? So maybe even expectations versus divine will. We have, through the Faerie Oracle, the number 21 and 34, crystal magic and glimpse. Okay, so crystal magic representing creation, dawn, and the beginning, and glimpse being indigo, rainbow, crystal children, and beyond. Oh my God. I seriously felt, I almost said otherworldly, but it is such a fantastical energy that's surrounding you guys. It's like all you have to do is imagine this, believe it, and follow the path, right? Which is a lot easier said than done, of course. but I do feel that there's some possibilities that are wild for you guys right now. Though these seeds that I think that you've rooted aren't yet planted, okay? Because they are planted, but they're not yet rooted, excuse me. You're having to explore a little bit, right? You're having to explore a little bit these new beginnings, this dawning, which is a 3, okay? So it's all about creation. And you're wanting to know more, okay? You're wanting to know more and explore your options and be in this like very free-flowing energy without complications. But of course, if there are complications, these are, propelling changes in a really positive or constructive way. If we can be open to receiving the message behind it, right? So we got to keep a little bit of an open mind. And also with this glimpse card, it looks like someone may be, kind of keeping an eye on you. You may be keeping an eye on someone. There could be another starseed or a very special soul in your life that you're sort of keeping tabs on. So this absolutely could be a relationship now that I'm looking at these two figures. I kind of feel like if this is a divine feminine and divine masculine sort of interplay, I think the divine feminine knows very well that the divine masculine is kind of watching. Or there could be some otherworldly connection like telepathy or, this transcendent sort of energy. I really kind of feel that right now. And then this is a divinely guided or orchestrated shift, okay, because we have emergence being a number 7, and I went on that tangent about it being a divine number. I really feel like something deeper is definitely going on here. So some of you are trying to manifest a relationship. Some of you are tapping into otherworldly gifts. Like, guys, our dreams, they've been otherworldly for sure. And the thing about that is it's all this retrograde energy kind of exposing the truer nature of our souls within. It's opening up a lot of crazy doors, that's for sure. But you got to be able to be brave and break through those barriers, remember? So I release what doesn't serve me. I mean, that's just a beautiful affirmation of what I was just saying. A number 19, which breaks down to a 2. Now, I just realized that we have 2 number 7s through these cards as well. Okay, I'm a number fiend. Numbers speak really loudly to me. Okay, they represent such a specific energy. So with a number 2, I do feel like this is about a past relationship. This is about needing to go through some shadow, because if you see this fairy, she's breaking through the shadow. Emerging. Oh yeah. She's emerging. Wow. So I think that's really beautiful. Because some of you are needing to release old habits and patterns, some ancient hurts. When I say ancient hurts, this could be going on for a while. This could be sort of a reconciliation that's sort of waiting on the feminine to heal and process those really deep feelings before they can begin to blossom, right? I think that there's also a lot of opportunity coming your way that you sort of have this anticipation about. Feeling a little bit of an anticipation, which is why I think glimpse is coming up as well, because you're getting a glimpse of this opportunity, and you're really wanting to be prepared for it. That's what I'm getting. Now, this is very specific. I don't even know where this is going, but this is getting very specific already. So we're going to pull a masculine energy. Of course, all of us have masculine energy and feminine energy within us. But then, of course, if you're involved in a relationship, you can subscribe to a feminine energy, regardless of whether you're male or female, or a masculine energy, regardless of whether you're male or female, okay? Yeah. There is a renewal here. How is the masculine feeling? too much, masculine. Okay, this masculine is totally watching. He's totally keeping an eye out for his feminine. It's so cute. He wants to say so much, but you can see him just like... It's so cute. All right, so this one did fall out very beginning. We should not fear an obsession for building a great free life. So this is definitely an underlying fear that the masculine is going through, is that he fears that he is not divinely connected to this relationship, but rather obsessively consumed by it. Now, we all kind of go through these phases, don't we? Mental obscurity, and if especially he's realizing some things about his own heritage, this is going to be prompting questions, okay, about the history that you have between you two and what's been going on. And I think truly that this person is just sort of hiding from the truth at this point. A little bit about hiding from the truth, and it's sort of causing maybe some mental obscurities. Like they could be feeling not good enough. I'm also getting that, like not good enough for this magical goddess, this Piscean otherworldly figure that they really feel like you are just above par. And so they sort of fear that, and they fear that they're inadequate. They fear that they're not your equal. Because even in their age, you can see there's a difference. Like this person feels a little more immature or less experienced than this person. Okay, maybe that there's some issues from the past as well that are sort of highlighting this person's immaturity. Maybe there have been reasons to be distant, you know, whether it be betrayal, lies, deceit, drama, whatever the case may be. This is about re-emerging in a different way, right? Re-emerging in a different way, but this person has a little bit of an inferiority complex potentially, but they can't get you out of their mind, Pisces. They can't get you out of their mind, Pisces. But what they are doing, unknowingly so, is manifesting something, because they're trying to build a great and free life with an image of you in it. Now, I will say that not all of you are going to be in divine unions. This can definitely be a karmic relationship, a soulmate, a catalyst, you know, however you identify, however you subscribe to this notion, whatever you came in here looking for, this is what you're getting, okay? Because not all of you are in divine unions, and I'm getting that. But I do feel that this union, whether it be a divine twin flame mirroring union or not, this is definitely divinely protected, okay? So you may just have really strong feelings for this person, and this person and you may not have been together for a while, and you still love each other. All right. Maybe you haven't even said this to each other. Like, I'm getting this. I release what no longer serves me. There are emotions within the feminine that have yet to be expressed. Because look at what we have here. Throat chakra, number 5. Do you guys know how much you care about each other? Do you guys talk about that? Has someone expressed that, or has there not been an opportunity? The throat chakra represents our truth. It harnesses our peace, self-awareness, balance, self-expression. You know, I'm hearing speak from the heart, and so I feel like one of you feels like you never got that chance, and you're wanting that chance. You're wanting a chance to communicate how you feel. And it's deep. Holy cow, it's so deep. Show me what I need to see for Pisces. Pisces, I was not expecting this. I guess I should have prepared myself a little bit more because I thought, you know, I would probably get a love reading in here somewhere for you guys. But this is totally otherworldly stuff. I felt that from the very beginning, like otherworldly. Okay. Stand your ground, another number 7. 777. Holy cow, 777. So, look at this. Leo season, hello. New moon in Leo, potentially. Leo season. This is quite a bit of shadow, okay? This is quite a bit of shadow. And when we look at here, someone is having to either fight their ego, fight self-limiting habits or belief systems, which I can see the both of you sort of mirroring potentially. Sorry, the neighbor kids are out playing. I have no idea what they are doing. I hope you can't hear that. I'm sure you can, actually. They're going crazy outside. I mean, it's kind of a good sound, but yeah, trying to do readings in here, kids. Sorry. Stand your ground. So we're looking at, you know, maybe there needing to be some change, but this change comes from you asserting yourself and in truth about what you believe. Okay, so the sun represents this illuminating energy that can really highlight a person's ego. And ego is really tricky because it will tell us at times that we're standing up for the right cause when we're not, or it can tell us that we are not in the right cause but when we are. And so this is the sort of trickery of stand your ground, is it's spiritually led, and you have to be very sure of yourself. You have to be very sure of yourself with this card. Deception and envy. Very interesting. Very interesting. Deception for sure with stand your ground, because it may be your own shadow that wants you to work through and pass this test of how sure you are of yourself, how sure you are of your beliefs, what you see, what you know. And this can be really deep, like cellular knowing within you. You know, like DNA encoding, you know, because of this indigo, rainbow, crystal children, and beyond card. You're getting a glimpse into the truth. And the truth is oftentimes more obscure and crazy than reality. And that's where we're diving really deeply into some preconditioned programming. And I'm just going to say it. It's preconditioned programming, how you were raised. Cancer and Capricorn eclipse energy, how you were raised. What did they tell you to believe? What did they want you to think of yourself? You know? And I think what you're doing is re-emerging in a very different way. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a spiritual union. This is taking a while too, you know. I've been shuffling and talking, you know. So we're gonna focus now. Show me what I need to see for Pisces. Show me what I need to see for Pisces. You know, Pisces, this has truly been a very intuitive reading so far. A lot of downloads coming in for you. I'm sure you feel the same way. All right, I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. Show me what I need to see for Pisces. Okay, choose wisely. This is the 7 of Cups. We all know this from the traditional tarot. Every path or every option you may choose is going to look different, but not every one is going to serve your highest purpose. You're going to have to go, I'm hearing with the flow, all right? So thank you. That's a good piece of advice, but I think even more so, you have to look for freedom. Freedom through liberation, through, you know, things that are true to your heart, things that you know, are solid, that you know and can no longer deny within yourself. The trapped in fear card comes up when you may be listening to other people's opinions, when you feel like you haven't got the signs or the tangibility or the reason to move forward in the confident way that you feel that you should be. Oh gosh, guys, I just saw we have another number 7. So that's 4 7s on the board already. So, you know, as we're looking at this communication and clarity coming your way, I think it's going to catapult a lot of decision making this week for you. And although you may feel like you're currently going through a bit of shadow, or you're experiencing a bit of a guessing game within yourself, maybe your masculine is too, this is something that you guys have to overcome as individuals. This has got to be something that you overcome through the week, okay? And really reach a boiling point potentially within yourself, as to say, I've got to make a decision because I can't stay here. I can't stay in the indecision. I can't stay, not knowing, trying to tell myself these things because it's comforting or whatever. Okay? Anyways, throat chakra for Pisces, please. Show me what I need to see for throat chakra for Pisces. Something's changing for sure. And just as gently as that, we have the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. You guys, this is so serious and so real and just like so to the point. You are so indecisive about this. You're like, should I stay? Should I go? Do they love me? Do they not? It looks like because of the lack of communication, you guys are sort of trapped mentally in a way. Trapped in fear is like this mental debacle, the polarity of polarities pulling you back and forth, and feeling really torn about your love for this person because maybe there hasn't been communication. Maybe you haven't heard from this person in a while. Maybe you're wondering if they still think about you and, what it means to them, or if you should still be here contemplating this relationship. It can get pretty intense, when we're so in love with someone or when we really desire to be with them. But then our mind is saying, no, 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 no. This approach that, just as Emergence says, is very childlike and innocent with wonderment, is exactly what I see in this card. That though you wish to have communication and that validation from this person, this week the shadow energy is truly going to come from not having it. And so the universe can't give that to you until you surpass your own shadow work about it. And that's just truly the test, that if you surpass this shadow work and you know truly within yourself and decide upon whatever that is within, then the results will come, okay? And that's really what I'm feeling here. Because this indecision is not so much a choice between polarities, but it's a choice between your head and your heart. And you see this woman, she's covering her heart. She's saying, I don't know, I'm not sure. But it's because your heart is closed. When you listen to your heart knows. Your heart knows. But again, this is you maybe trying to think rationally about an emotional subject. Because we have the 6 of Cups, meaning this goes way back, you guys. This goes way back, maybe lifetimes. Right? So when we see the 6 of Cups, this is that childlike wonderment, that innocence, maybe a bit of nostalgia of the past, and whatever circumstances arose, you have to sort of thank this person for helping you do the inner work, because what it truly is teaching you is unconditional love. If you do continue to love this person, and if you do want to proceed with this person, you have to make a decision. And I think that decision truly will end up being that you unconditionally love this person, that you can't deny your love for this person. Though it may hurt your ego to know what has happened or how much time has transpired or whatever. These are all egoic attachments. And when we detach from those things, we find that the clarity comes. It is just love. It is just love. No matter where they are, no matter what they're doing. And that's hard. That is hard. Stand your ground. Let's see. Because something will come to a head. Something will come to a head within you. Yes, this is beautiful. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a Sagittarian, Jupiterian energy, which I think also has to do with this Leo new moon, right? Because we've been talking about Leo and this sun just being in front of you, just blazing, like highlighting all your insecurities, all that self-doubt, and all the self-limiting belief systems so that you can better approach and tackle your destiny. You know, the Wheel card, the Wheel of Fortune is the destiny card. It is the card of karmic wheel and how slowly but surely it turns. And this, I do believe, is showing a cycle that is coming to an end because you have stood your ground about this, because you do know within yourself the truth of what you've experienced, the truth of what you are or what you feel. And it's only when we're really in that truth, when we're really centered and powerful, that we begin to attract those like energies in our life. So the insurety, the insecurity, the self-doubt, the self-criticism is truly what doesn't serve you. And as soon as you release this, it's quite literally like drops of shadow coming out of her eyes. Like, I can't believe I doubted myself. I can't believe I would let other people's opinions persuade me or sway me, right? With the Wheel, this is something changing for the better. This is something changing for the better. So let's see what Choose Wisely is about. Because I feel like the two cards that came out next are more directed toward the masculine. They may actually be a choice that the masculine is coming up to in their life. And I think the feminine is taking on a role that is coming out of shadow, coming out of the self-doubt and insecurity. Maybe at one point they were kicking and screaming, you know, not wanting to face this unconditional love, right? Having to work through ego, having to work through shadow, and all of the lies and deceit, or the ancient hurts that we were talking about. Now they're at a point where they are just being released. They are choosing to release themselves of this karmic merry-go-round, where I think the masculine is needing to dive deeper into their emotions even still. You know, each person has their own process. And what I found in my readings more so lately is that the feminine is just reaching a point of transcendence, okay? Transcendence of past issues. They've done a lot of healing, and the masculine is realizing now it's their turn, right? So the Four of Coins and the Ten of Wands, this person is working really hard, okay? If this is the masculine, they're working really hard, and they're coming up to a very pivotal point in their life to choose, right? To choose. And what they're choosing is, you know, quite literally a direction that they've maybe been contemplating on pursuing for a while. They haven't quite let this relationship go. You can see the Four of Coins being that in which they've held on to for a long time. But they realize it's much less about holding on to the relationship as it was, as much as it is about doing the work, proactively trying to create their destiny, to create the kind of feelings, the connections, or just to simply carry their weight. You know, that the feminine's been like, you know, thank goodness, because it's been heavy, you know, it's been heavy. They're sort of realizing that if they want change, they've got to let go of some stuff in the past, and they've got to just sort of buckle down and begin to make the change that they wish to see. So then the Devil energy on the bottom of the deck is this underlying issue of self-sabotage. And so it depends, you know, it varies, of course, between situations. But I think that the masculine, in whatever way, shape or form they may be in, they are definitely realizing that they've been stuck, and their past habits, the manipulations, the drama, the codependency, the overindulgence or whatever the case may be, it's kind of catching up to them right now because they're seeing a lack or loss in some areas of their life, and they're having to really step up their game and take accountability. Really a lot of information, you guys. Really a lot of intuitive information coming through. So let's look at trapped in fear. Okay, so 3 of Coins and the Page of Wands comes up in context to trapped in fear. So with this energy, the Page of Wands is wanting to start a new endeavor. It's wanting to start a new entrepreneurial pursuit, or go in a different direction that is more authentic and independent and passionate, right? It's creative. And I think it's also something that they have a lot of pride in, or that they really want to share. Okay, this is something that they want to grow upon and build. And so if this Page of Wands is romantic, this could be this person feeling trapped in fear that if they don't make a move, or if they don't make change, that this is where they're going to stay. And that might be true. That might be true to an extent, that if there isn't change, and if they don't put more integrity, into their pursuits, their relationships, their endeavors, that they will either be rejected down the road. They will be left alone. They will be, not progressing. Okay. And they may be looking at the feminine like you're progressing a lot. And so with the 3 of Coins, this person's putting a lot of time and energy into just establishing themselves, establishing their name, or making a name for themselves. Let's get another clarity, right? I just want one more for this. The Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. So there's not much. There's 2 earth energies here. Okay, 2 earth energies here. Mostly we have Wands, fire energy. Okay. Yeah, mostly we have fire, swords. We have basically everything here, but I'm seeing the predominant fire energy and swords energy. So please clarify this 3 of Coins. What is the masculine building? What is the masculine attempting to create? This could be partnership, new alliances, building off a craft, putting a lot of integrity into their work. Integrity in general, like, to alleviate or eradicate self-doubt, sometimes you just have to go above and beyond with your enthusiasm and your integrity and your nobility and your pride, so that no one can contradict what you know of yourself. And I think that's really what this masculine is oh my gosh, yes, is thinking. Strength. It's like, I am not just going to let my needs and desires that are so temporary and fixed in the moment dictate my spiritual or personal growth. This card shows, that they really want to team up and show you how prideful and respectful and dignified they can be, because I see them being very much this lion energy coming through. This is an 8. Also, 8 being trapped in fear, right? So this is exactly what I was saying. They're trying to eradicate this situation by showing others that they are in control of themselves. They are in control of their destiny. They're prideful. They're strong. They, have faced challenges. They're courageous. They're brave. They're really wanting you to see them in a different light. They're really wanting you to see them as sort of a gentle warrior. Okay, I really feel that for some of you. And not only that, but with you being this sort of beautiful mistress lying upon the lion, it's almost this fantasy. Like they're actually daydreaming and fantasizing about what this could look like, what it could feel like. being back with you and not having those hurts of the past, and just being really comfortable and familiar with each other, and friends, like having this sort of kinship between you, but having it also be like very deep. Because again, with this Six of Cups, that kinship really does need to start with the feminine. So if I'm talking to a masculine checking in on their Piscean love, the feminine really wants things to start off in a very simple and innocent way. Okay, as much passion and love as there is between you guys, without this, there is no foundation. And that's what I think the masculine is really thinking right now, is like, I want to come in with like a ton of passion and love for my feminine, but I know that these things take time, and I'm willing to put in the time. I'm willing to put in whatever it takes, get myself out of this hole that I feel I'm in, potentially. Okay, so these are the kind of dynamics we're looking at. This is the feminine and this is the masculine, saying, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm your protector. I'm here, to love you too, unconditionally. And I think that's another thing that they're coming across within themselves, is that they have to stop fighting their mind about how they feel. They have to stop distracting themselves, because every distraction they put themselves through is a deeper hole to dig out of later, right? When it comes to you Pisces, they are just so absolutely obsessed, and it's not a bad thing. They are obsessed with you because you're beautiful and you're otherworldly and you're just this goddess in their eyes, and they can't find anyone like you. They can't find anyone like you. And so it's a real motivational energy I'm feeling. It's like a really motivational energy, if you know what I mean. Which I think is like perfect. Okay. Yes. So, you guys, this is going to be tough to clarify because this is so clear. I don't even think that we need an extended. Would you guys be mad if I didn't do an extended? Because how can I clarify this? This is like so obvious. It's, and two, I don't want to even get any more complicated, because you're dealing with shadow, and if shadow is challenging your belief systems, it's also going to manipulate the information that you hear and see from people. And so if you're online watching a bunch of tarot readings and you find, this one is very promising and this one is really dreadful, and that's because there's a test in front of you. They're asking you, what do you want to believe? What are you going to choose for your reality? Are you going to choose the wonderful outcome that you believe in really enthralls and enlivens your heart, or are you gonna be susceptible to the people who are low vibrational and say that this has no chance in hell, and these are things that are never going to go away, and this person's just going to do it again, right? This is a test, and so I don't want to overcomplicate this for you, Pisces. I think it's very clear that you are turning a new leaf, you're entering a new cycle, and you're really ridding yourself of the past. You are letting go of the shadow, and you're putting it behind you, beneath you, and you're about to take flight in a really beautiful way. Because of all the things that you're releasing this week. Emergence, again, coming back to from the very beginning, what we started from, emerging as a more authentic version of yourself because of the things that you're realizing potentially very recently. Then we have glimpse, this person who's very much with you, very much watching you, and very much thinking about you, okay? And they're wanting to build a free life for themselves, maybe so that they can start to reintegrate themselves into your life. But again, this does take time. So continue to visualize, continue to fantasize, continue to connect through the heart center. They're going to feel you, they're going to know, right? And just encourage them, okay, if nothing else, to just do better, be better, because that's what their goals are right now. Pisces, I love you guys. This is a really good reading. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.